Hello, hello again. It's Kathleen Knaus, chaplain at Vail Health and the Shaw Regional Cancer Center. This week, I ran across a fascinating article in Health Magazine, and it talked about how humans, and I've spoken about this before, we're such resilient creatures, and how even the darkest of times, such as we're in right now, with COVID and social unrest and just a lot of upheaval and chaos around us, can actually cultivate inner strength, inner wisdom, get us in deeper contact with what is real and true about ourselves. Easier said than done. And so one of the pieces from this article I just wanted to share with you was a very practical aid. It's called an emotional first aid kit. And in this particular version of it, there are three pieces. So I just want to share those with you. The first one is to try soothing self-talk. Now, I don't know about you, but it is really easy for my own inner critic to get in the way. Tell me that I am crazy to think the way I do or feel the way that I do, that I'm not intelligent if I can't understand something that's going on. That is not soothing self-talk, but you can turn that off, or at least set it aside, ask it to leave, please, and say kind things to yourself. And I'm going to read from this article a couple of examples. So first of all, when you talk to yourself, think about how would you talk to a friend? I can guarantee you that I would never speak to a friend the way that sometimes I speak to myself when I let my inner critic get in the way. So the first thing is, think about yourself as your best friend. And then say those things out loud. What would you tell your best friend in this circumstance? Say them out loud to yourself. Say, yeah, of course it hurts. Yes, of course it's natural for you to feel this way. It's okay not to be okay. You can call yourself by name, Kathleen. Wow, that really was a big ouch, and I'm feeling for you right now. Or you can use a nickname. My friends call me Kat. So, you've got this, Kat. You're okay. Everything's going to be fine. And sometimes we know that this is going to be a drawn out process, that it's not going to be an easy fix. It's not going to be okay in the next minute just because you say that to yourself. But especially right now in this time of social isolation, and if you feel like you really need a friend, just remember that you are your best friend. And we haven't been taught to think that way. But all of us have the capacity to love and care for ourselves deeply if we just allow it. So, number one, try soothing self-talk. The next is to connect to yourself through breathing. And I brought this up several weeks ago when I talked about breath prayer. But you can use it as a calming device when you feel like that, they call it the sympathetic nervous system, that fight or flight response that we all have to stimulus around us. When you feel that getting active, just start to breathe. Breathe in compassion for yourself. What is compassion? Self-love, self-empathy, recognizing that you're in a tough place. Breathe in that calmness, that kindness, that sweetness. Again, what you would give to your best friend or your child or your grandchild. And as you breathe in self-compassion, then you can breathe out into the environment compassion for all of humanity, all of your family, maybe just one person in the room with you or one person that is troubling you right now. That's a practice that is challenging. I know I find myself wanting to do that a lot when I disagree, but I can find that even those people that provoke me into anger or unhappiness or resentment, I can find a way to care about them because they are human, and each one of us has something precious about us. We were born into this world as precious creatures. So this breathing in compassion and breathing out compassion, even to somebody who troubles you, can be very, very healing emotionally for yourself. So there we've got two: soothing self-talk and connecting to yourself and your self-compassion, in particular with breathing. And finally, creating a safe haven for yourself. Now, I'm going to share something personal. There was a point in my life when I realized that I needed to seek help, and I saw a wonderful trauma therapist who helped me work through some of the residual affects that I was carrying around inside myself because of things that had happened a long, long, long time ago. And one of the first things that she recommended for me was to create a safe space. Now, that can be a physical safe space. Maybe you have a room or a corner of a room where you want to set up, if you have a religious identity, maybe an altar. I happen to have a sacred space that includes, because it includes images from lots of different religious traditions, because I identify myself as an interfaith chaplain. I find wonder and love and wisdom in all of the ways that we humans have found to make sense of our world. Your altar might be different. It may include pictures of loved ones. It may include a candle. But in addition to the physical safe haven that you can create for yourself, just a place to go and say, oh, okay, I remember. There's a light. I have an inner light in myself that's being reflected by this candle. I have intense love that's being reflected by these pictures of my loved ones. Just two examples. But the other thing that's really important that I learned in my own healing process was the capacity to create a safe haven within yourself. So for me, when I become troubled, when I feel myself getting a little over anxious because of something that's happened, I turn to my heart, because in there I have an image of a very, very safe space. It includes a special room. It includes pets that I have loved through the years, relatives, family that I have loved in the years. And there's something about knowing that all I have to do is close my eyes and feel into that space in my heart that can really, really ground me and calm me. So those are my tips for this week. Create for yourself an emotional first aid kit. Maybe it'll include some other things. And if you have other ideas, please share them. I would love to know them. I'm always learning something new from all of you. Okay, that's what I have for now, other than letting you know once again that we chaplains are here for you. We are now able to get back into the hospital. So you may see me and Denise and Annie around, and I hope if you do, you'll wave, call us over. We would love to be able to talk with you one-on-one. Meanwhile, you are always being held in love and light. You matter to us deeply, and may your week ahead be a good and calm one. Blessings on your day. Bye for now.